I, 33, get a call from the ER on Friday saying that my wife, 32, drove herself there because of searing pelvic pain. I'm on a business trip until Saturday, but I drive back in time to be there Saturday morning before she woke up. A while after she wakes up, the doctor comes in. My wife says to stay with her, so I say okay. He takes a deep breath and said that from the transvaginal ultrasound and CT scan results, she has ovarian cancer. My wife starts sobbing, but at first I stay still because I don't even know what to make of it. My wife asks what that means for her, and he says that she'll likely at least need a full hysterectomy, and they'd have to remove the fallopian tubes as well as the ovaries. That news jolted me from my chair, because the doctor was effectively telling me that she wouldn't be able to have kids after this, and after years of work, I thought we'd finally have a family. I'm overwhelmed with emotions of anger, not just anger at the disease, but pent-up anger from the fact that I had begged her to have kids since we were 26, but she refused for her career. And now, instead of becoming a real family, I didn't even know if she would remain the woman I married. Whether the last picture of us together would be last time I'd remember her looking beautiful, young, and carefree, because the wife I was in front of me was already a different person. My wife started to grab my hand and say, "We'll fight this and we'll adopt." But I shook my head and turned to walk out the door. I still had my suitcase in the car, so I drove to a hotel because I didn't know if my wife was going to end up being discharged or what. At the hotel, I was at least able to get out of reactive mode, but I was still so disappointed that our dream of a family was over. I finally was able to get a grasp on all my emotions and feel more like my normal self in that I knew exactly what I felt about every aspect and how I would react to it from here on out. I get a call from my MIL saying that if I was at a hotel or wherever else, I should just stay there. AITA for walking out. I admit it was done on impulse, but this diagnosis just sliced my life and my wife's life wide open. I wasn't going to expel the cancer if I stayed that night, but I did at least make myself aware of my situation. And I feel I have a right to be angry that my hope of biological kids, the only kind I ever wanted, is rapidly fading away. YTA. All your wife seems to be is an incubator. You have no regards for her feelings and abandoned her at the worst moment. YTA, 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 YTA. Ovarian cancer can be deadly. Your wife was lying there in pain, terrified, fearing for her life, and probably also mourning the loss of being able to carry a child and needing you more than anything. And what do? Leave. You've shown her that when she is at her lowest, you will put yourself first and walk out on her, and that she can only count on herself. Yeah, you might come around, but she likely won't feel she can trust you not to walk out again. Not to mention that you could have her eggs harvested